Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and I've made a new pick a card read for you. This time it's how does your person feel about you? How are they feeling about you right now? Has that changed lately? Let's see. I've made 3 readings here. It's a timeless reading. Whenever you get into it is good. Each one of them has got a deeper dive. That is an extended reading that goes with it. So if you find that it is your story or could be a story, you might want to get that extended reading. In the extended reading, I'll be going into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now. Is there something for you to do, something for you to let go of, something for you to heal, or something for you to say or take action on? We'll find that out. Guidance for you in this relationship. So you guys together, what are the dynamics there? What else do you need to know about them and yourself, and how to make it work really well? And also how this might all play out with possible timelines. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of each of these readings, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. And that's where you can also find your timestamps to jump ahead and fast forward to your readings. So all you need to do now is take your pick. Which one do you want? Would you like the crystal, sparkly? Would you like the flower with a hint of pink, or the shell, or the knobbly one here? Take your pick now. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as you're watching it as well. And click on that subscribe button with that notification bell down there to hear more from me. I do a daily energy update every single day of the year. I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show, where I give mini reads for donations. Would love to see you in there. Find the next show laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking Be Healing down there. Come along. And I also do 3 of these Love Pick a Card reads a week as well. So check those out on my YouTube channel by clicking that subscribe button with that notification bell. Well, enjoy your reading. I'll see you in there. So if you chose the crystal, and this one's for you. Crystals, let's find out how your person feels about you at the moment. And so that person that you've clicked on this reading for, how do they feel about you at the moment? As usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. So if you find that this is your story, it could be a story, you might want to get that in order to find out more, because what I'm going to do in that is go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now, whether you're dealing with something at the moment, or is there something that you need to do, move on from, let go of, that kind of thing, something for you to heal. We'll get into that. We'll get into you guys in relationship together. So once you're together, what are the dynamics there? What else do you need to know about them and yourself, the dynamics, how to make it work really well, and also how this might all play out with possible timelines. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below as well. So let's get into it. How does your person feel about you at the moment, crystals? It's that card there. Let's give you a better view here. Beauty of age. See you as old, old, wise, beautiful, but as having gained life experience, wisdom, makes you more beautiful. And so if some of you out there are feeling like you're getting a bit past it, you know what I mean, comparing yourself to younger people, you're actually more beautiful to your person because of the wisdom and, you know, the beauty of age. Often it's that we leave drama behind. We know ourselves and we just don't go for that dramatic stuff anymore. It could be that. But the senior is beautiful. Anyway, I think you're beautiful, more beautiful as you age, as you get wiser. This Majesty, wow, they really look up to you. They put you on a pedestal here, like you are perhaps the empress, the emperor, you know, like royalty, treating you like royalty. I think you're like royalty. That could be a reflection of your self-worth, your self-value and all of that. And so they're seeing that. They are, believing you in that. They look up to you. They, perhaps treat you like royalty. That's the way that they are feeling about you. They might not feel good enough for you as well, some of them. The ocean, you're beautiful, you're mysterious, you're wild and free. They're very intrigued by you, this person. But very much energies of putting you on a pedestal here. Let's find out more. How are they feeling? How's Crystal's person feeling about crystals at the moment? How are they feeling? How are they feeling about crystals? Page of Swords, they're watching you, they're paying close attention to you. Could be all over your social media or whatever. paying close attention. Now, it does feel like they're keeping the distance from you, though, even though they're paying close attention to you. Again, it could be this, I don't feel good enough for. How interesting. The High Priestess, but what I'm getting from this is they're kind of scared about your witchy ways. Not scared as in you're a scary witch and you're going to turn me into a frog or something like that. Not like that. More, can crystals read my mind? Does crystals know more than me about myself and how I feel? That kind of thing. It's more of a, yeah, it's that. Does crystals know more than me about myself? There's an unsettling feeling that they get from you because of your intuition, your witchy ways, your feminine intuition and all of that. Yeah, your wisdom, this beauty of age thing. Now they feel like this is a fated connection, though. There's something fated about you guys, so they're feeling that pull, like you're meant to be in their life, and very happy to have met you. And yeah, they're feeling like this is fated. You make them feel so good, so full of love. They're so in love with you. The heart is overflowing when they think of you. Ace of Cups. It just feels like they want to come towards you. So a lot of feeling. Why are they keeping themselves away? Page of Swords. They're just watching now. So perhaps, yeah, you're up on there on a pedestal and they're too scared to come towards you. It could be that. Page of Swords. Why have we got the Page of Swords here? Why the Page of Swords? The Fool. A little bit scared to step into the unknown there with you. So the Fool, it feels to me like it's a big risk to be with you, as in it will change their life completely. And there's a bit of trepidation here. It feels to me like that being with you would create significant change in their life. It doesn't feel like they've got quite the courage to step into that yet, which is why they're just watching you at the moment, probably imagining a life with you as well as they're watching. Not yet the courage to step forward. How come they don't have the courage? They know that it would take a lot of courage to be with you because of all the transformation. It's like, you cause just so much change in their life that they are holding back because of that. So there is a bit of fear there, or there's a bit of I'm not sure I'm good enough, I'm not sure I've got the courage to do this, to face all of this change. They might even be asking, do they want all of that change too, as they're imagining the change of being with you. So the High Priestess, they're a little bit scared of you because they think perhaps you know more about them than I'm interested, than they know about themselves. They might think that you're really sure about this connection and they're not, kind of thing. And it's like, how can you be so sure? I don't understand. So it's your intuition, I don't get it. So Strength. How interesting this card comes out, especially after I was getting the Fool card, meaning that they are too scared to take a risk. They don't feel courageous enough. It's like you're seeing them as this mighty lion. They don't see themselves as that. It's like, how can crystals see me as a courageous, strong person when I'm not? Like, I'm not. I don't even know that about myself. How do crystals know that about me when I don't even know that about myself? I don't feel strong and courageous. How can crystals think I'm that when I'm not? Why do you think that about them when they're not? Like, I'm literally getting them. They're not. They're showing up as not being courageous here as well. You see the potential. Careful of that. Careful of falling in love with someone's potential. Seeing something in them that's not in them. Not everyone is strong and courageous. Not everyone is. And they don't have to be that either. Not everyone is on the path of a warrior, Stripping illusions. Oh. The person's scared here to come towards you because maybe they would love to be strong and courageous, but they're not. They're not that. And they could be scared. Masculine energy. So they're kind of emasculated by that. Isn't that weird? Because you're seeing them as more masculine than they are. But yeah, they feel scared that you will see that they're not actually that. They're not as courageous and strong as you think they are. stripping illusion. So it's like they don't want to come in and for you to find out that they're not as masculine, that they're not as strong, that they're not as courageous as you think they are. They don't want to be a disappointment to you. This person thinks they're going to be a disappointment to you. Yeah, there's that definite, how can crystals think that I'm so strong and courageous when I'm obviously not? I'm not. Got a lot of profession of that in their energy, that they're not strong. I know that they could be, but they're not. That's the thing. It's like not everyone is. The wheel. But they feel like this is a fated connection. Well, I've got the Wheel of Fortune here. How come they're feeling this is a fated connection? What's all this feeling about? Queen of Voices. Because you're strong. You're strong. You've got boundaries. This is your energy. You're strong. You've got boundaries. You're very clear. And you've got a lot of clarity, yeah, and you've got boundaries, you're loving yourself, you're making really good decisions for yourself. They really look up to that. And it could be that they are seeing by you being that, yeah, perhaps they need to get into that strength, into that courage, into that same kind of a thing for themselves. Perhaps they need to be loving themselves more, drawing up boundaries more. I think your person here, perhaps from their energy that I'm feeling, they're probably in life circumstances that are not that great for them. They might not be in the best job ever that they're really happy about. They might not be in the best relationships ever. They might still be being pushed around by people. They might not have set free. They might not have struck out by themselves yet, you know. They're just kind of doing those things that someone that hasn't stepped into the courage does at the moment. And you could be inspiring them into more self-love and to do those things. So they think this is a fated connection, like they see, perhaps you're more of a kind of a teacher and inspirer to them to change. Wheel of Fortune is about change too. It's about getting things moving. Obviously, you know, they know. It feels like a massive leap of faith to be with you. It feels like major changes. Like they'd already need to be way more courageous than they are in their life already before they even make a move towards you. So much to do to get on the same page as you is what it feels like to me. It feels like quite a gap between your energy and their energy. And I think they're feeling that. So letting go is the stuff that they need to let go of. So you've let go of stuff in your life, crystals, and you've drawn up boundaries and all of that, and they don't feel strong enough to do the same thing for themselves. They've still got stuff in their lives they haven't let go of. They haven't drawn boundaries up. They're not loving themselves. They're not choosing that. They haven't stepped out on their own path. They've not had the courage to do that. They're not strong enough. That's where they're at. Ace of Cups, but they've got all this feeling for you and they're in love with you. There's nothing they'd want more than this fresh start with you and this new love with you and a new life with you. They imagine it. They just feel so very far. Like when they wake up from their imaginings, their dreams about you, it feels like so, like just too big a leap of faith. You know? It's like from one cliff to another cliff, and they can't jump from one to the other. They just can't jump that far. Nobody can jump that far. Why the Ace of Cups? 7 of Emotions. So it's such an unknown decision for them. You might be looking at them thinking, take that leap of faith, you'll be fine. I'm not sure they will be fine. And I think this is what their hesitation is. I'm not sure that they will be fine. Because if they're not making those choices for themselves already and doing that in their lives already, it's going to be very disappointing to you. Even if they do, they're not going to be able to take that leap of faith anyway. They're not going to be able to leap from where they are to where you're at. But even if they do take that leap of faith and join you, they've got a hell of a lot of catching up to do within themselves. Like they might be a complete wreck, you know? So they're confused about their choices here. They're feeling the love and the connection. They're feeling in love with you. They're learning a lot from you. You feel more like a teacher and an inspirer to me. They just can't make that choice. Hey, it's too much for them to make that choice. It's like asking a little kid at primary school who they're going to get married to. You know, it's just beyond. It's beyond them. They're not there. They're not there yet. And even if they choose, will they get it right? No, of course they won't. They're not there yet. So even if they were to choose, even if they were to join you, you see, beauty of age, beautiful, your majesty, like they really put you on a pedestal. They see you as beautiful, mysterious, wild and free. You've got a lot going for you, and there's all this self-love and these boundaries and stuff like that. You're such an inspiration to this person, but they're way behind you here. So they're not sure that it's the truth of who they are. And this is the real crux of this reading here, is that they're like, what does Crystal see in me? Because I don't see it in myself. Why does Crystal think I'm a match to them? Because I'm not. I'm so far from being that. I'm so far from this energy that Crystals is at. Whew, okay, tell us more. How are they feeling about crystals? It's not for lack of love, hey, wow, but it's more like the love of the queen. Yeah, the queen bee. The worker ant loves the queen bee, but doesn't think that they're the king. They don't think that they're the king. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. This is really sweet. They hope someone else comes into your life. That's what this is about. They hope that someone else comes into your life and gives you what you deserve, because they know that you deserve it all. They know that they're not it. They're not it, and they are loving you so much that they want you to have it all. In a way, they're doing it that selfishly. They're wishing that for you selfishly because they want to ease the pressure off themselves. It feels to me like they're feeling a lot of responsibility over you and over your heart, and they would love someone else to come into your life that is a match, that is the person that you think they are when they're not. They're not that. And yeah, it will ease the pressure on themselves, and perhaps they will, move through and become this person in years to come. Perhaps, yes, they'll find that strength and all of that, but it feels like they're way off it yet. Tell us more. So this is someone that's unconditionally loving you. In fact, they want the best for you, and it's like they can see what would be best for you, and they're not living up to that, and they know it. So they're reflecting on their priorities. Yeah, they could be backing off right now, reflecting on their priorities and going, maybe I should be where I'm at right now instead of this pie in the sky dreams. And they're trying not to focus on you so much, and they're trying to be where they're at right now. They could have been pulling away from someone else and decided that they need to be with that person because they're the true match. And you're not. You're a dream. You're a hopeful dream that they're not there. They're not there yet. And so they've got different priorities to you. They wish you everything. They know that you deserve it. Well, of course they do. They're seeing you as this empress. Royalty, your majesty. Wow, you're out of their league, is what this is saying. They're in love with you though. They just can't choose you. This is someone that knows that they're not good enough for you. What else? Someone that's seen it clearly now, I think. That they just can't take that leap because it's not them. I guess they're hoping for this strong one to come in. They're seeing you as opening up now, so they could see you as becoming more open to other people, being less closed down. Perhaps you were waiting for this person and they saw that, and it might have felt very heavy to them. See you opening up now. Crack or two, flirting. Yeah, I think that if you move forward, I think you're opening up. I think they've seen you as opening up now to someone new, or as a flirting. Oh, what happened? I'm back. I just touched my watch in the wrong place. Yeah, I think they see you as opening up now and flirting and perhaps being ready for someone else to come in. They could have been stalling for so long because they're not sure. They just can't fill those boots. The boots are too big for them and to fill. So I think they're unconditionally loving you here and seeing you open up, and with mixed feelings, with like that dream is that was very enticing to them is slipping out of my grasp, but it was never within my grasp in the first place. So they could be pulled. You might see mixed emotions on this person's face as you are moving on. Most of all, it feels like unconditional love for you, that they want the very best for you. But yeah, the dream, it feels like the dream is going to stay alive for them. If you can unconditionally love them in the same way, they're headed toward their dream in the long term. You've got a soul connection with this person and they know it. Yeah, it feels to me like you've entered this person's life at the right time to inspire them and to help them to step into that courage. You know, they're not there yet though. And they see that you're ready, like you're ready. Just seeing these, it looked like a lotus flower to me then as I was looking at it. Kind of, sometimes I gaze at stuff and kind of zone out as I'm talking, but it looked like a lotus flower here. It's not, but it looked like that. And it's like you're blooming, you're ready to bloom, and they're just budding at the moment. They're not at that point. But you've been so inspirational to them. You've got soul connection for sure. Pain. They know that they've caused you pain. They hate that, is what I'm hearing. They don't want to cause you pain. They don't want to hold you back. That's what I was getting. It's like, I'm only holding you back. I've caused you pain. They regret that. Again, they find you so beautiful. They just think you're amazing, hey? Yeah, so beautiful. But they know that they've caused you pain and they really regret that. Any pain that they've caused you, they're regretting. What else? How are they feeling about crystals? Too many. How are they feeling about crystals? Okay, we'll take those. You're feeling a lot, by the way, with all of these cards chunking out like that. Treasure your loved ones. So they really hold you dear. You're a loved one to them. It feels like you're part of the family to them. They they hold you dear. Really, they do. Unconditional love for you. They love you deeply. They love you so deeply and so much that they want the very best for you, even if it's not them. Get to know each other. It's like they still want to get to know you. They still want to be part of your life. This is someone that feels like they want to be your friend. They want to be part of your life. They're very drawn to you. You've got a soul connection. They want to be a part of your life. And be supportive. They want to show that they care and support you, but they don't want to cause you any more pain. There's this pulling away. There's this, I want to show you love. I want to be there for you. I want to treasure you like I treasure all my loved ones. I want to be your friend and I can't be because I'm causing you too much pain and I'm seeing that. I can't be what you want me to be because I'm not that. And so they can't. They're really stuck at the moment. They want to show you love. They want you to be perhaps one of their best friends kind of thing. But they can't. They want you in their life. They can't do that at the moment because they realize they're causing you pain. I think this is why there's this open up and flirt kind of an energy, that wish that you would move on. If you found someone, it could really release the energy, the pain energy, the frustration energy in this connection. And if you moved on, perhaps you could be really good friends then. And perhaps that's when they could really gain the benefits of this soul connection that you've got. And perhaps you can too. This feels like the impossible connection, that there's a lot of love there. And it kind of would be nice if it was romance, but it can't be that. It's what it feels like. Anyway, if that sounds like it is your story, it could be a story, you might want to get the deeper dive for much more information into this. So, what for you to do then? What should you do here? What is your guidance in this situation you find yourself in right now? Should you be moving on? Should you be letting things go? Is there some healing for you to do to let this go? Let's find out. And guidance for you in this relationship. So if you guys do get together, what will that relationship be like? Let's get the lowdown on that, because this seems to be saying that if you did come into a relationship, that it would kind of be disappointing to you. So it might give you a lot of clarity to see what this relationship would be like, and also how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's instant watch kind of a thing. Type your email address in very carefully, because if you get it wrong, you're not going to receive it. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder, so check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that crystal on a device where you can open PDFs on. And in that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. When you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and then it should do. So thank you so much for watching. If this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive, see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the flower, then this one's for you. Flowers, let's find out how your person feels about you, that person that you clicked on this video for. How are they feeling about you right now? Let's find out. So, flowers, as usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. So if you find that this is your reading or could be your reading, you might want to get that. Because that's an extended reading, and I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now. Is there something that you need to heal, let go of? Is there something you need to do or say? Let's find out. And also, guidance for you in this relationship. So you guys together. When you are together, what are the dynamics there? More about them, more about you, and how to make it work really well. And also how this might all play out with possible timelines. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So how do they feel about you? Let's find out. Rituals and offerings. They could be praying for you, or got you on the manifestation board, or something like that. Be very intentional about it. They could have made some kind of a ceremony for you. I don't know what that means. But if they've got some kind of a religion or something spiritual, some spiritual practice that they do, they could have incorporated you into that somehow. Yeah. I find it hard to tap into what that would actually be, but you might be able to make more sense of it than I can. Vision. So they have a vision of you and them moving forward. Again, I'm getting this spiritual thing from them. Like, does your person pray a lot, or you know, got a particular religion? It feels that way to me. And they have set you as an intention, and they have this vision of you. They could be dreaming about you a lot and having visions of you, seeing like a future together with you, that kind of thing. Are you at a distance from this person and they are kind of connecting in with your energy a lot and imagining being with you and trying to manifest being with you? It could be that. Very well could be that. This could be someone from a different culture, different religion, and they are far from you and trying to come into your life. They feel that you're very steady, calm, and strong kind of a person. Very stable, and yeah, they like that about you. Right, okay, so tell us more. I had the feeling about flowers, the chariot. They very much feel pulled in two directions. I'm getting that they've got joint responsibilities here. A part of them wants to prioritize this vision that they've got with you, and a part of them has got other priorities in their life as well. Perhaps a family or something like that. It could be extended family or something like that, and they have to do that too. Pulled in two directions, wanting a life with you, but also realizing they've got priorities with their family Could have a role to play in the family or in the religion as well. It could be. And I just got a feeling this could be just for one of you. In fact, when I say extended family, it felt like a group of people. It could be like a cult or something like that. Your person could be involved in a cult or be involved in some kind of, and they see it as extended family and they've got to stay there and that kind of stuff. It feels a little bit cultish to me. Well, but all religions kind of feel a bit cultish to me because it kind of is. So it could just be that. It could just be the religious aspect that I'm bringing up. But it might not be family is what I mean. They could have some kind of religious affiliation, and it could be the community or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm picking up on it. It's complicated with your person. So they feel pulled in two directions. There's a part of them that really wants to be with you, but then there's a part of them that has priorities for a group of people, it seems. Justice. They see you as being very calm, confident, steady, sure of yourself, balanced. They could see you as bringing the balance that they feel is lacking in their life into their lives. So they could see you as redressing the balance, redressing the imbalance in them. I think you reflect the part of them that they wish that they were. It could be opposites attracting here. Hang on, let's get deeper into it. Tell us more. How they're feeling about flowers. Reciprocation. Okay. So they're in some kind of a situation where they've got a lot of people to look after, or they just play the part. It doesn't feel like they're looking after them. It feels like they play the part, perhaps in a communal. That's why I'm feeling like a cult kind of thing, or a communal arrangement kind of thing, some hippie commune or something like that. But they play the part in it, and they feel that, yeah, it could be a commune, because I'm getting that communism kind of feeling about it. That because they're seeing you as reciprocal energy, you see. They could be feeling drained where they're at the moment, like they're not getting ahead, they're not progressing. Perhaps in this situation, the religion, whatever it is, this situation, you're going to have to tell me in the comments below, because this is feeling very peculiar to me. Whatever situation that they're in, it could be an unconventional way of living. And yeah, and it feels to me like at first it was really good for them and they felt themselves getting ahead in life and progressing. But now it doesn't. Now it feels like it holds them back. You could be talking to this person online. They could be from a very different background to you, and they could be seeing you as redressing that imbalance that they feel inside of themselves and reciprocating, so that it feels like they get something from you. It feels like that with you, that they would be able to progress in the way that they feel they're not progressing at the moment. It could be about money as well, this. They could feel stagnant and held back from making their dreams come true, and you've got some kind of aspect about making your dreams come true, perhaps financially and stuff like that, and they feel that you're the right match for that. You could just be like pen pals is what it feels like with this person. Getting to know each other online. It could be an aspect of romance in there, but you've got both very different. The Hanged Man. They're unsure about you. There's so much differences between you and this person, you see. You feel like a possibility to them, but a possibility that require a lot of change. Now, with that energy that I just picked up on, with the rituals and offerings, and then praying, they've had a vision. You see who's been steady and calm. They're not feeling that at the moment in themselves, and they're seeing you as strong. Yeah, it could really lend itself to that kind of cult thing. Anyway, they're pulled in two directions. Part of them wants to get ahead in themselves financially and go for their growth. Not just financial growth, but financial growth is often paired together with spiritual growth. You know, if you're leveling up yourself, you tend to get a financial win from it too. But then there's this other, it feels like religious or cultural pull in another direction, going, no, I can't do that. I have these responsibilities to my community or my religion or my family or something like that. The justice again, it's like, but I feel imbalanced. But I feel imbalanced, and it's like, oh, this is opposites attracting, hey, because you redress the balance. I don't know, they could feel like totally constricted and locked in and stagnant, and that you're like completely free, and like opposite end of the scale, and they see that you redress the balance in them. It's not necessarily a good match. Opposites attracting isn't necessarily a good match, because unless someone has become a whole person themselves, found that thing in themselves, trying to find it in someone else just ain't gonna work, you know? You can't like date someone who's really creative because you're not feeling creative in yourself, and that's gonna work. It's not gonna work. If you're feeling constricted in yourself, it's because, like, if they're feeling constricted in themselves, it's because they're not setting themselves free. If you see that you're being free, you're not gonna suddenly grant them that freedom. They're still gonna feel constricted. They're gonna be manifesting that constriction in something else, you know? They honor your energy there. They respect you for being that opposite. Now, this could be about mind freedom as well. If they're locked into kind of a religion that they know is restricting them, you might not be religious at all. You might just be spiritual, have your own thing going on, your own beliefs kind of thing. And it could be that they're attracted to in you, that they could be feeling the pull of breaking free of this religion or cult or whatever how it is. So this justice, this balance thing, I don't think I've tapped into this energy before, you know. Let me know if I have, because if you've been responding to my other ones and I just haven't seen it in this particular light before, it feels like a new energy to me. There's Chariot. Oh my God, it's the same cards. What the hell? The Chariot and Justice together again. They're pulled in two directions. You redress the balance. That's why they're attracted to your energy. They're honoring your energy. What's behind this combination? And what am I not getting here? Why have we got a rupee? I don't get it. Emotional release. Unlimited possibilities. You see, I was already getting that they feel like they've got further to go and that they're being restricted where they are. But to release it is an emotional thing for them. It's big. This is big. This is, yeah, what's restricting them is big, is what I'm saying. Opposites attracting. Right, let me talk about that a little bit more. Opposites attracting. When we are not balanced in ourselves, when we haven't found something in ourselves, that's when we get attracted to opposites. If we're fully loving and knowing ourselves and all of that, we're attracted to someone that's similar to us. But if we haven't yet found all the pieces of ourselves, then we're attracted to opposites, right? And so the opposites attract thing. They've got something to teach you, something to bring into your life, something to show you that you've actually got it within yourself. It's not in them, not the relationship. Those relationships break up. The opposites attracting relationships break up if you're learning and growing. This person knows that they are learning and growing. They know that they've got something ahead of them. They're attracted to you. You know, when I was married, I've only ever cheated on anyone once in my life, and it was when I was married. It's because the marriage should have ended before it did, but still, I wouldn't do it again because of my experiences then. But what it was, right, the one that I was attracted to, that I had this affair with, was very different. It redressed the balance of my ex-husband, right, so of that relationship. So what I'm saying is, I had two people that were kind of opposites, but together They were giving me all. And so when my marriage ended, I didn't want that one. No, they were only good together kind of thing. I wanted someone that was all of those things together, not one or the other. That's what I mean by opposites. It's like there's something not right. There's something that you're not seeing. The opposites thing, it's interesting. It gives you clarity of what's missing in you, but it's not the relationship for you, you know. So Six of Pentacles, you see that you've got something to offer them, like a way forward or something like that. Even if they were to kind of use you, might not be the right word, but be in relationship with you or head toward you in order to help them get out of this, whatever it is that they're in. They could do that, but then you wouldn't be it for them. Do you know what I mean? It's once they found that in themselves, you wouldn't be it for them anymore, because they don't no longer need that thing to adjust the balance, yeah? Because they've got that within themselves. No longer looking for that thing in you. So just be careful, is that it's because, yeah, once they've found that thing in themselves, they've got no need for you anymore. Five of Materials. It's this, so they feel like they could receive from you and move forward with you in their life. The Five of Materials, this, I wouldn't be alone anymore. I would feel a part of something. You see, they are a part of something at the moment. This is the kind of person that will get into a situation and stick with that situation. They're quite attached. I don't know what attachment style that would be. They're quite, maybe possibly clingy, but they latch on for security kind of thing. They're like that stable kind of a thing. So they get into themselves into very fixed positions, and then it's a massive thing for them to set themselves free when they realize it's time to level up, because it's got so restrictive and so bad. They're like, okay, give me the next thing to latch on then. It's that kind of an energy, right? So I'm not saying that this is good or bad or anything. This is just kind of the style of the person that they are. And it feels to me like they're gonna like switch from whatever it is they're clinging to here, the religion or whatever it is, the group that they're in, and then go for you, because you're kind of the opposite of that, and they won't feel alone, so they don't have to do this transition alone. Yeah, but you've got something to offer them, so they'll feel like, I'm okay making this transition away from that thing because I've got someone new here. It's security. You give them security. That's why this strength here, well, Flower's strong, they're stable, steady and calm. They're going to stay there. They're going to be stable in that because they are being that all the time. And so I can be unsteady and let go of this thing and grab onto them. You know, it's very much like they're on a ladder, like, what am I thinking? Like a rope bridge. So not a rope bridge, more like a rope ladder that's swinging around, right? So they're on this one cliff and they're like, this is stable, but I really want to be growing and doing something different in my life. Then there's this rope ladder that's dangling around, and they could get hold of that. But the only reason that they would get hold of that rope ladder is because they see you being stable over there, right? They've not found the stability in themselves, but they will only take that leap with you being there stable. So it's like they can see the other side and the stability on the other side, and so they're going to cling. I'm telling you, they're going to cling to you. Now, if you're in a scenario where someone's in another country, like if this is really ringing true with you, I would really be careful here, because if they do make that leap, and you might be all easier going about it and not realize that this kind of person at all, and you might be like, yeah, come and stay with me, and then you might be like, oh God, what did I do? This person won't leave now. You know, that kind of thing. You've got that stability. They want that stability. Not in a bad way. This is not a malicious person at all. This is a person who doesn't have stability in themselves. So what's behind this? So it's like a feeling of, I'm not alone, because truth and healing energy. Yeah, so you got this healing energy as well. So you're like very loving and accepting as well. So it feels very truthful to them. It feels more truthful than what they're in at the moment. So they're seeing you as this kind of a truthful, like even more truthful than their religion or whatever it is, and watch out. So you're an option here. Hanged Man. They're not completely sure of whether to grab that rope ladder or not. Hanged Man. Temperance, they're waiting. See, both cards of waiting about there, of really biding their time and unsure. How you might be unsure of this person as well. What are you seeing in this person? Let me know in the comments below. What's your attraction to them? Because I'm telling you, if they are coming towards you, they are letting go of what they're in now. So they're not going to be the same person. Do you know what I mean? If you're attracted to them because of the person that they're being right now, in the thing that they're in right now, to come towards you, they're thinking of letting go of all of that. All of it. They're going to be a completely different person, I'd say. But yeah, I'm getting that they might really cling to you and be like a dead weight on you, perhaps. We'll see in the deeper dive. So there's retreat. They're retreating their energy at the moment. Has your person gone quiet on you at the moment? Because that's why. They're unsure. Okay, so they're pretty nervous about taking that leap. See you as healing energy, yeah. It's important now to take a step back and spend some time alone. So they're kind of withdrawing their energy from you, and they're trying to make a decision here. Giving to themselves at the moment, focusing on themselves. Good. What an unusual reading. Cool your emotions. Pretty fiery person. Are they a fire sign? Are they an Aries? Yeah. It could be a very passionate person. That could be what attracts you, but they've got that fire. I mean, they've got the argumentative thing as well. I'm feeling temper here. I'm feeling a temper. Yeah. I don't think you've seen all aspects of this person yet. Especially if you're at a distance from each other and they're just communicating when they're in a certain kind of a mood with you. You're not getting to see them in every kind of situation because they're not communicating with you when they're in certain situations. They pull back from you when they're feeling a certain way, retreat and all of this. So I don't think you fully know this person yet until you have seen them in various situations. Now, just if this is resonating with you, I would keep your distance a little bit. If this person's thinking of coming to see you, just be very careful because I'm getting that clingy thing. The last thing you want is someone that has come to visit you that has actually got some legal right to be with you because you invited. I've been in this situation before and the police said, were they invited to this house? And it's like, yes. Well, they've got as much right to be here as you. It's like, really? And causing trouble and that kind of thing. Be careful. Just be careful with that respect. Friendship. This might be better as friends, as in, if they're coming to see you, we'll get into that in the deeper dive, but I would say, you'll need to stay somewhere else. Just, keep a little bit of a distance there and see what they do, because I'm really getting that you really don't know this person. And yeah, you've been talking a lot, and you know them. You know a certain aspect of them, but you're not seeing them in every circumstance kind of thing, and I'm getting a temper here. So friendship, I would slowly with this person. You're influential. You're an they're feeling like you're an influential person and they look up to you. You might be outspoken. They might be liking what you're posting on social media or what you're saying and all of that kind of thing. Guru. This might be the kind of person that goes from one guru to another, and even though you might not see yourself as a guru, they might be seeing you as that, as strong in what you believe, and they're seeing you as some kind of a guru. Anyway, there's got patience and rejection. They're fearful of you rejecting them. The Patience is like this. It's them holding back and being very slow about this. They're fearful of you rejecting them now. Your person here, they might have been through a lot of rejection, and I think it's because they're a bit unstable. To tell you the truth, they're a bit unstable in their emotions, and they might have been I've had a lot of rejection in their life, so they might have had poor behavior that has caused them to be ostracized from groups. That could be why they get so attracted to this cult or whatever group that they're in, feeling like the black sheep kind of thing. But the thing is, I'm not getting, you might go, oh, well, I was a black sheep too, but I think it's this person's behavior that gets them ostracized. Yeah. You might feel that you have a connection with this person and that you're the same, but you're opposites. That's what I'm getting. You might be the black sheep because you're kind of always been a bit wiser than everyone else and all of that. They might lump themselves in with that, but really, they're quite aggressive and fiery, and they get rejected for completely opposite reasons, you know? I don't feel like your person's self-aware of this, so if you're chatting back and forth with them, you won't know this about this person because they've not offered it up. And I think the silences might be more telling than when they're conversing with you. So what is going on in their lives when they become silent with you? Why don't they want you to see that side of them? You need to ask yourself that. So if they come back into your life and just say, oh yeah, sorry I wasn't in touch, there was just a lot going on, there was this and this and this, and you might be taking it as like, oh yeah, I can see that they were going through a lot, and you're thinking that they were dealing with it emotionally or whatever. They could have just been so angry that they didn't want to talk to you because of this stuff that was going on. You see, you just don't know. You just don't know. And I'm really getting that it's in when they're not speaking to you that like the key is there. Anyway, they find you fun. They have you've got quick wits about you, and they like your lightness and all of that. You've got this. You make them laugh. Line things up. Be careful of thinking that this person is just like you, though, because I'm really feeling that they're not. Old wounds. You remind them of their old wounds. It's a rejection again. You see, it's that rejection. This person, they've been through a lot of rejection, and it's because of their bad behavior or their inability to deal with things emotionally, and it's not the same way as you've been able to deal with things emotionally. Sometimes we can see people with similar wounds and we can think, yeah, they went through the same thing as me, but it really isn't the same. You're more like the people that has rejected them, and I think you will be another one that when you see their behavior and you get to know the real them in these situations, you'll be the one that rejects them too. I think you are a recreation of someone that's rejected them. So if they were rejected by their birth families, say, because of their behavior, they were sent away somewhere else to live with a grandparent or an uncle or something like that. I think they're recreating, they're choosing someone like it, they're choosing in you someone that is like their parent or whoever it is that kind of couldn't deal with them, and I think you're not going to be able to deal with them as well. Intimacy, but they want to go there. They feel very close to you. They feel like you understand them. And that's the thing. I think you're talking at cross purposes here. I think when you talk to this person, you're talking at cross purposes. So they think you're really understanding of them. But what you're understanding is not them. It's you projecting yourself in their situation. So you're like, I really get them because they say that they've got a lot on and it was hard for them emotionally. This is what that means to me. Yeah, but it's not what it means to them. Do you know what I mean? Someone could say they're going through a lot and it's a lot for them emotionally and they're raging. And that's not what you'd do. You'd be introspective and going through that and spending time by yourself. And that's not what they mean by it. Yeah, and so just be very careful. Just be very careful. You might, as you're talking to this person, ask them to explain what they mean. You know, what does that mean to you? Especially when they're talking about emotional stuff. Like, what does being emotional mean to you? Do you mean crying or raging? You know, because rage is an emotion too. Okay. I think your person feels that you are a way out for them. And I think what you actually are is a recreation of what they've already been before. They love who you are. They absolutely love who you are. You seem to redress the balance in them for sure. You seem to do that. But you are the same pattern as they've been in before. So you could be just like the mother or just like the father or something like that. It's a relationship pattern. You're the same. They believe this is true love. So they're not. There's nothing vindictive about this. They're not doing it consciously or anything like that. We never are, right? When we're choosing the same old thing over again, the same old pain over again. We're never doing it purposefully. We wouldn't do that to ourselves. So they're believing that this is once in a lifetime love, and you're limitless. They believe that you're limitless, and yeah, they see. Did we have that out already? Unlimited possibilities. Yeah. So they just see like a way forward. They're trying to find the answers in you, though. They're trying to find the answers for their problems in this relationship, and you can't do that. Nobody can do that. Okay, so if that sounds like it is a story, it could be a story. You might want to get the deeper dive for even more on this. So, guidance for you right now. So what should you do about this? Let's find out. I've already given you some of that already, because it just seems like the right thing to do, the responsible thing to do for me to give you some of that information already in this situation. And also guidance for you in this relationship. So if you guys do get together, what's there to watch out for there? What's that going to be like? How to make it work really well, perhaps, if it can. And how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, then I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. Type your email address in very carefully, because if you get it wrong, you won't receive the email. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder, so check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that flower on your device where you can open PDFs. And in that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will do. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there, leave a comment, and click on that subscribe button with that notification bell to hear more from me too. And so if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive, I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose the shell, and this one's for you. I was wanting to call you crystals then, but shells, it's your turn. So let's find out how your person feels about you. The person you clicked on this video for, how do they feel about you at the moment? Let's find out. So as usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, it could be a story, you might want to get that. In that, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now. I'm also going to go into guidance for you in this relationship, you guys together. So how to make this work really well when you're together. And also how this might all play out with possible timelines. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for it there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's find out how your person feels about you. Now, interestingly enough, I've put the cards back now instead of keeping them out for each reading. And you've got the same card as the crystal's got, the beauty of age. Someone thinks you're beautiful in your age and in your wisdom. Now, someone's looking up to you here. Someone, you could be older than them, or just wiser, or just ahead of them in some kind of a way. If you're attracted to the crystal at all, isn't that funny? Because I wanted to call you crystals. I hope this isn't going to be a repeat reading. I wanted to call you crystals, and then you got the same card as crystals. You can't just get the same cat card, because I did keep that out. Well, so it could be very similar, is what I'm saying. You might want to watch both. Anyway, you've got Magic Maker and Patient. So they see you as a very patient kind of a person, and worth waiting for as well. You're worth waiting for because you're magic. You're a magic maker. So they see you as being very mature, beautiful, ahead of them, manifesting things, worth waiting for. If you're in a situation at the moment, if you're in a relationship or something like that, this might not be this person. Yeah, okay, let's go more. Because he has been very successful in all of that. Protection. Worth waiting for. This is worth protecting. This is worth moving slowly on. They're feeling like to take their time with you, to take this very slowly, to really love and nurture this connection kind of thing. And yeah, someone is really thinking about this. Okay. Let's see. Now, they might see you as more successful than them, but it's not necessarily like way more successful than them or anything like that. They're obviously seeing you as a good choice for sure. They're seeing you as strong. You're a strong, courageous person. Strong choice as well. You're really good for them. But they're seeing you as having burdens, as having things in your life, other priorities, a lot going on in your life, being burdened by something. They might feel that you are getting over something, or perhaps in another burdensome relationship as well. That's the second time I've got that. I think your person either thinks or sees that you're in a relationship, or sees that you're still connected to an ex, or hung up on someone or something like that, and you're burdened by that. This could also be like a healing kind of thing too. So they are seeing that you, or feeling like you're not over someone yet, or not over something yet, and you're still burdened by something. The feeling you're a very strong person, but you've got priorities, burdens, stuff going on in your life. You've got a distraction. You've got something else or someone else that you're focused on right now that's burdening you, that's hard on you. That they might see you with somebody else that is kind of not right for you, a burden to you. You're having to do too much for them, that kind of thing. You could be a parent as well. Some of you could be a single parent or something like that, or taking care of grandchildren or something like that, and they could see you burdened with all of that stuff too. Ace of Pentacles, they see you as a very big opportunity, like you're magic. You're worth waiting for. Once you've put these burdens down, you're worth waiting for, because this is a big opportunity. This is a once in a lifetime thing. This is something that can be built on. You don't have to rush into this, because I think they've got a very long-term view of your relationship together. Then there's the Nine of Swords. They see you as being anxious, worn down, not particularly looking after yourself very well at the moment. I was getting that with the burdens too, like you're not in the best circumstances at the moment, not feeling the best. This person's looking on at you going, yeah, this could be something really big, and I am just going to keep on watching. I'm just going to keep on watching Shell, because I know Shell's strong, but they need to deburden themselves. They need to let go of that stuff. Then it could be amazing between us. So strength. Well, I've got a strength card here. Shells, you're so strong. It's like you don't see it, but you don't see it. Shells, you don't see your strength, and it's almost like if they offered you something now, there you are down in the dumps, kind of disappointed. You wouldn't even notice their offer, or you'd turn their offer down because you're just like, I can't at the moment, I've got all these burdens, all of that kind of thing. It's like they're protecting you at the moment from, you're worth waiting for, and it's like they just know that now's not the time to approach you. They see you going through so much. So you don't even see your own strength because you're focused on all the hardships in your life and all of that. They see you're really burdened. Slow but steady. They're willing to take this slow and steady. It's almost like they know that you're going to come out of this stuff, this phase of your life or whatever. They know that, and be strong because they see you as strong. You might have had a run of bad luck or something like that and be down in the dumps at the moment, very disappointed by life, but they know that that's not you really, and that you'll turn things around. See, burdened by something at the moment. Is that another relationship? What's this Ten of Wands here for? You see, who's being burdened, like someone that takes on a lot. Four of Voices, and you need rest and relaxation and recuperation. It's like they want to take. No, they don't want to take the load off you. They don't want to do it for you. They want you to stop doing it yourself. They want you to rest and relax. They want you to just stop, like de-burden yourself. They know that you deserve like rest and relaxation. Unlimited possibilities, because there's so much more you could do. They might see you as like kind of wasting your time and your energy. Perhaps you've got like so much potential and you're wasting it on where you work or on someone. Perhaps you're in a relationship and it's not a good relationship at all, someone that's not valuing you and stuff, and you think, and they're looking at you thinking, well, Shells is great. What are they doing with that person? Or what are they doing in that job? Why are they wasting all of this amazing energy that they've got just by looking after these people and putting all of their time into that, when they could be doing so much more, got so much more potential? So the Ace of Pentacles is seen like this long-term thing. It's like this. Do you imagine? You could do all of these things and they could be really big and long-term together. We could even get married. You see, the seniors marriage potential. They're seeing a lot of potential in you. This is freaky. You know why this is freaky? I've just realized. I wanted to call you crystals at the start. This is the opposite reading to them. This is the opposite. The crystals reading was looking at this person. Is the other side of it. It is. Because crystals were looking at someone else projecting that they were strong. No, it's the same. Oh, what's going on here? It's a head trip. Okay. Okay. So they see you as marriage material, and they see that because this could be really big, but they also see that you're not living that at the moment. No, it is. It's the opposite way around. Yeah. Wow. This is weird. This has never happened in a pick a card read before. I've seen both sides of it. Okay. Crystals need to watch the shell. Shells need to watch the crystals, because it's the vice versa thing. So they're seeing you as long-term prospective kind of thing, but realizing that you need to go on an inner journey first. So there's something that you need to do first. There's something that you need to do first. Something you need to let go of first. You're worth waiting for. They believe that you're going to let go of that thing. They're seeing you on all this anxiety and stress and being pessimistic and all of this. Nine of Swords, you're in pain right there. Too many. What's this Nine of Swords here for? Sleepless nights, being burdened, being anxious. About stepping out into the new. So they could have approached you and they could have asked you out on a date, and you're like, no, I want to be by myself. I don't want to go out. No, I want to be by myself. Get out of it. No, so yeah, they're realizing that all of this has you anxious and just not open and available at the moment. You're hermiting away. You're saying no, cannot take a leap into the unknown. You kidding me? I've got all of this stuff on. No, I cannot do it. So the senior is very closed down at the moment, and yeah, I think they've approached you. Being discerning, yeah, you're choosing. So you recognize, they recognize that you are overburdened at the moment, and no, you can't take anything on at the moment because you've got too much on already in yourself. Okay, I'll carry on. I just need a drink of water. Out of my giant chilling bottle. Okay. How are they feeling about shells? Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. It's the thing, I think you're wasting your energy in your life. It comes up again and again. Kind of judgmental of you, really. But I don't know, they might have some clarity about you here. They think you're wasting your time, focusing on the wrong things. They think your life is too precious to waste. They think you're really precious. And you're wasting your energy. You're not getting good things for yourself. You create your reality by what you think, you dream and imagine. They think that you're really magic, but you're focused on the wrong things. This person has a bit of I want to rescue you kind of an energy. They want to rescue you. Do you want rescuing? Shells? I wouldn't recommend it, but you know, you can if you want. Detoxify. What have you got going on? You need to let go of things. Now, this could be toxic stuff. It could be toxic thoughts, toxic energy, toxic people you're looking after, all of that kind of thing. Yeah, you're kind of showing a little bit of toxicity here, if they're right about you, that is. Of course, how they feel about you isn't, and how they're seeing you isn't necessarily the truth, but it could be. But this could also be other stuff too. They might see you drinking and stuff like that. I know, you'll know better than me. But you've got some toxic stuff going on, and they're kind of recognizing that. Huh. Tell me. Feels to me like this person has asked you out on a date, and then you knock them back, and they've been focused on you. Beautiful for your age. They seem like you're a bit ahead of them, but they don't understand why you're wasting your time on people that aren't worthy of you, or things that aren't worthy of you, things that just aren't adding to your life. I feel like they feel like you should like get on board with your life for yourself, you know, make yourself happy. Probably just trying to make everyone else happy here. So they see you, oh wow, yeah, they see you as having a guarded heart, yeah? So they do. They see you as having a guarded heart. You're closed to business, you're not ready for a relationship. But they're willing to be patient with you, again. Worth waiting for is what I was getting. Now, control. Perhaps they're aware that you've been controlled. And worth waiting for is this person wants you to get into your strength. They don't want to swoop in and rescue you. There you go. Because they don't want to control you. They've seen. They've perhaps seen that you've done that, or aware that you've been controlled before. They don't want to do that. They want you to realize who you really are and your strength and all of that, and set yourselves free from these things. They're willing to wait because they think this could be really good. But very wary of that though. Very wary of coming in and you feeling like they're trying to control you. They don't want to do that. They see you giving yourself maybe a little bit too much to others. Giving away your energy to others too freely. Instead of like giving your energy to one who's reciprocal to you so that you receive back. Feels like you're giving away to people that are kind of burdened. So it's a one-way tap kind of thing. You're giving it out, you're not getting back. You're special. See, it's really special. You've got a really, you got a place in their heart for sure. What else? Self-worth. See you as not feeling worthy. That's what it is, right? They're seeing you that you're not feeling worthy to have better. So here you are in these traps kind of thing, burdening yourself, being in this anxiety, saying no to the things that would be really good for you, saying yes to the things that would be really good for everyone else, and just kind of going down the drain in that kind of a way, depleting yourself. This person wants to give to you, but they don't want to swoop in and control you or anything. It feels like they've offered to you already, but then backed right off, and you said no to them and said that you want to be by yourself or something like that. The hermit, they see that, but they're still watching you and they're still like, oh, you're better than this. You're worth more than this. I see something really big with you here. I could marry you. Take care of you properly. But there seems to be a recognition in this person that you need to do that for yourself first. You need to take care of yourself properly first and get yourself out of these things. You know, because if they swooped in and say, stop doing that, that's the control thing. That's not, they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that to you. You need to do those things for yourself, and then they'll come in. You're worth waiting for. They believe that this is worth a chance. They're taking the chance on this love. They're sticking around and they're waiting. And the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. So they love you. They see a real possibility to have a life together here. And they're kind of waiting for you to shift your focus back to love and be ready to be in relationship. Well, that's short and sweet. This is someone who's made a move towards you. They really like you. They think you're magic. They see so much potential with you. But they also recognize that you're burdened at the moment, that you are in a disappointed place where you are perhaps fearful and anxious, and you've been controlled before, and all of these things. It's all weighing you down. They think that you're not making good decisions for yourself at the moment, but they're hoping that you will, and they're seeing that you're strong, and they see that you've got a guarded heart right now, but they're willing to wait for you. They don't want to swoop in and take control because they know that you need to do this yourself. And they think you're special and worth it. They're worth the wait. You're worth the wait. So, there you go. If that sounds like it is your story or could be a story, Shells, again, let me tell you, check out crystals, because I think it's the opposite side of this. So you might resonate with both, and it might give you where your person is at, or is this you or is them? I don't know which way around it is. Anyway, watch both of them. And yeah, if that sounds like it is a story, could be a story, you want it to be a story, I don't think maybe you would, I don't know, then you might want to get that deeper dive. In that deeper dive, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in right now. So what should you do then? And guidance for you in this relationship, you guys together. What's that relationship going to be like? Let's find out. And also how this might all play out with possible timelines. So if you're interested in that, then I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. And it's an instant watch kind of a thing. Type your email address in very carefully, because if you get it wrong, then you're not going to receive that email. Now that email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. So check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on the shell on a device that can open PDFs. And in that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. When you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, then click on it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video. Click on that subscribe button and the notification bell down there as well. And if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive, I'll see you in there very shortly.